Okay, hey guys, and yeah, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So as many of you know, I got a dock for the Analogue Pocket a few days ago, courtesy of a close friend of mine that wasn't using it and was like, hey, you can have it at cost if you want it for your channel. So big shout out to you, buddy. I know you don't like social media, so I won't mention you by name or anything, but I thought I'd check it out. So yeah guys, anyone jumping on? I know this is just a random stream. I thought I'll play it. I've actually got a new monitor set up as well, and it actually feels okay. So the capture I'm actually seeing this through a capture card on my screen, but wow, like, yeah, there's not really much latency. The screen I was using before, it was like an old Toshiba early HD TV, and yeah, there was definitely some latency there. So this monitor's better. It's one of those Asus gaming monitors with 1 millisecond of latency. Ooh, I kind of want this weapon. So guys, this is the CPS1 Open FPGA core by Hotego, which is actually a public core now, so you can play Captain Commando for free if you like on your Analogue Pocket. I was going to say Mister because I'm so used to streaming with like the Mister. Okay, something kind of up with the sound. If anyone's there in chat, are the sound levels okay? Just tell me if the sound's okay, really. I think I've kind of got it all right. I don't think it's going to be too low. Okay, let's test something else. So core settings, load arcade ROM. Kind of fancy playing a Street Fighter game. There's something up with the sound here. Sounds a bit off. Like kind of playing like a Champion Edition version. I know some of these ones here, they don't always run right. Let's have a look. It's one of, you know what, the thing. Once you end up putting everything on there, you get so many different versions on there. Sometimes you just want to play Champion Edition. You're thinking, is this the right one? Yo, Chris, how you doing, bro? You alright? Oh, okay, cool. I can put it up a little bit. Let me put it up a little bit. Maybe it's gonna go up this game. So let's just touch it up a tiny little notch. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to make it so when I'm speaking, Chris, it's not you know, you can actually hear me. It's not you're not being deafened by the game sound. So I'll tell you one thing I do like about the Analogue Pocket is just the ease of how you can change controls. It's really, really good. You know, I hate it when you're having to like flick stuff, when you're having to go through menus and you're flicking stuff across, trying to change stuff. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to Harmonized, man, who actually sorted me out this monitor. I went around to his house yesterday. Harmonized is like a friend of mine. He's a legend in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. He's just a legend. The guy is just amazing at the game. So I went up there and I kind of chilled out a bit with him, and he had this monitor. He wasn't really using it. I was like, yeah, I'll try that, and it really is good. Okay, some Champion Edition. Guys, if you want to see anything, I did have some kind of confidential stuff on my pocket, and I realized if I'm going to stream with it, I need to hide that in case I display it by accident. So there's some cores that are coming up, some in kind of very, very early stages of development. In fact, one, all I've got is the sound for it, but I had to hide it because I don't want to break any confidentiality. You're probably going to hear my stick. I'm using the Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick. That's the only one I can okay kind of play Street Fighter on. Oh, wicked, nice one, Chris. Really, really do appreciate that, bud. Yeah, so guys, for the Analogue Pocket, there's some stuff upcoming that's very, very decent. Like, it's very, very decent. If you want to see anything or see any of the cores, I've got the Amiga core in here, so if someone wants to see any Amiga stuff, then let me know. Hopefully it won't crash out my OBS, because on a Mister I can record Amiga stuff, but if I go between the menu and a game, it just ends up crashing it going between 60 and 50 hertz. No, Sandro Sensei, this is, yes, it is the Street Fighter 4 one. Sorry, yeah, I've had it a long time. Yeah, it's the Street Fighter 4 one. You know, one thing I've always liked is how the Ken stage kind of progressed from Street Fighter 2 to like Super Street Fighter. You know, we got like a new one. Yeah, do you know what, Sandro? That is my favorite arcade stick. Like, I bought the 8-bit doll one. I modded it with a Sanwa stick and Sanwa buttons, but I just find there's not enough space on the left-hand side of the stick, so I can't actually do a lot of my moves. I'm alright on a two-player side, but one-player side, I can't do stuff. There's just not enough space on the left-hand side, so I can play like a Shinobi and stuff on that one. You know, Golden Axe, like a normal game, just not a competitive fighting game on there. Yeah, you know, one of my favorite sticks was on the PlayStation 2, and I modded it for the 360, and I ended up it just ended up breaking after a while. But I really wish if I could get that again, and that was the Soul Calibur stick for the PlayStation 2. I just thought that was fantastic. I had it like modded with Sanwa parts. So when we used to get tournaments, that was a stick for ranking battles and tournaments I used to take. I just loved that stick, man. I looked into getting one again, but they're quite pricey. But that would be my dream stick, especially when you're carrying it around. It was small, light, and it was very, very functional. So how's everyone's Sunday been? Oh, wicked. Oh, cool. Yeah, man. Like modding stuff's good. The Astro City stick. I'm not sure if I've tried that one. I've tried quite a few sticks. I've got friends, obviously. So when we have a session, I tried their sticks. There was a really good one they had. I think it was a VF stick for the PS3. They kept calling it the high grade. It just felt very, very premium. That was a decent stick. But a lot of them kind of use like Brook stuff in there. So they can use them on like multiple things. So I'm gonna try and read some of the comments. Hey Vince, how you doing, buddy? And hey Ben. Do you know what? Yeah, the display filters. Okay, so I've got in the Analogue Pocket at the moment. I've got Game Boy Advance cartridge, which, funnily enough, is Super Street Fighter 2: The Revival. And yeah, I've got some Dot Pocket stuff on Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So yeah, we can check that for sure. Let me just beat up the car. I don't know. There's something satisfying about beating up a car. I'm actually really tired today, man. I've done some gardening and wow, man, it killed me, man. I killed a lot of weeds, but okay. So let's have a look. Okay. I know, guy. I'm not heavily into football, but I am an Arsenal supporter. And yeah, Man City smashed it, and Arsenal lost to Brighton. Wow. Okay, so there's still a way us can win the league, but yeah, it's going to be difficult. I think we need Man City to lose. But again, I don't really follow football so much anymore, so I'm not so much into it. But let's have a look at let's get out of this and let's have a look at some of the filters now. The filters aren't going to come across that well, and I am going to be playing Game Boy games on an arcade stick, but I put an arcade stick in case I wanted to play a fighting game. It can kind of be okay. But yeah, going back to the garden, it killed me, man. Like a wow. But I'm so glad it's done now. I killed a lot of weeds today. For anyone that does do gardening, just a pro tip: if you buy the normal weed killer, the government, I think last year sometime, actually passed a law that doesn't let you use strong chemicals. So it doesn't actually work on the weeds. So I had to buy some chemicals, do a mix myself after researching it, and then use that to kind of kill the weeds. Well, I'll find out in a couple of days if it has killed everything. Right, let's see what we can play. Rainbow Islands, man. I love Rainbow Islands. I wonder what version I've got. And I've probably got the PC Engine CD one on here and the Amiga one. All right, maybe we'll try the Amiga one or something. Definitely, I love Rainbow Islands. It's gonna feel weird playing it on an arcade stick though. So look, let's go Bubble because that's a DMG game. And yeah, we can have a look at some of the filters. Okay, so this is right. How do we do it now? There we go. Okay. Yeah, you know what? These Analogue Pocket filters are good. I'm so glad I got the dock. I kind of wanted it only for capturing stuff, but I am kind of enjoying it. I got my arcade stick in, so I'm actually thinking I was gonna put some money in. So Sensei, okay, sorry, Chris, dig it with that. You can't play the SNES stuff with GB Studio. GB Studio only does Game Boy and Game Boy Color. But the good thing about playing the GB Studio stuff is you've got like all the features you get with cartridges pretty much. You can't do link. You can't link link it and play 2 players, but you've got all the filters and everything, which we haven't currently got for OpenFPGA. And once we get that for OpenFPGA, it'll be excellent, because I'm realizing that when I'm playing like Street Fighter and stuff, it really doesn't look nice on that bigger TV. Okay, I'll suck at this. But you know what? I wanted to hear the music for this, because the music for this is just epic. All right, let's have a look at a filter of something else anyway. So let's go Tools, GB Studio, okay. And let's have a look at Game Boy Color game. I must have some decent Game Boy Color game on here. I like the Game Boy DMG so much, I just end up getting all that stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at Kirby's Dreamland DX. I think that was the recent hack, wasn't it? Let's have a look at that. No, so Sandra, you can use the you can use the screen filters on actual cartridges or flash cards. You just can't use it with OpenFPGA. Okay, Rainbow Islands is coming up. In fact, there's a Game Boy version of Rainbow Islands. I don't know if I've got that on here. I haven't got a flash card in the back of my but let's have a look at, here we go. But these are the filters now. So the GB LCD, and we've got LCD plus. Okay, so I can tell a difference. Okay, I don't know which one I like. Let me just flick through them again. So LCD plus, LCD. Definitely don't like the vanilla one. It has to be the LCD. Yeah, I think LCD plus looks really good, so let's do this. Okay, what's the stream looking like? Is it decent or? But yeah, I've never really done an Analogue Pocket live stream before, because anytime I've covered Analogue Pocket stuff, I've always just been filming the unit in my hand, and I really don't want to do a live stream from my mobile while filming the Analogue Pocket. So we'll get comments. Oh, wicked, thanks Ben. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is awesome, man. Like, I'm just so grateful I got this, man. I put off ordering it because I knew I'd have to wait some time, but yeah, just fortunate that I got it. So if any of you guys are in the market for a dock, like, just grab one, man. If that's your way of playing it on the TV, it does play really well on the TV. I'm going for a capture card. I don't know if that adds latency, but it does feel okay. It just feels weird that I'm playing Kirby on an arcade stick. It just doesn't feel right. I need a controller for that. Now that I'm looking at this stuff blown up, one of those characters look like one of the Snow Brothers. It's like I sucked the Snow Brother and just sucked him up. Right, let's do some Rainbow Islands. Okay. No, it's not a cartridge. This is a GB Studio game, Jason Wilson. It is. I'm just running a GB Pocket version of Kirby's Dreamland DX. Never been a big Kirby player. Okay, what do I do? Suck up this bomb? Eat that. All right, cool. Let's see if I've got Rainbow Islands, the Game Boy version. That will be interesting if I have. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Oh yeah, the GB Studio stuff is excellent. As long as you don't want to link your games up, you're good to play that. Like, it's wicked. It's so good. I'm just gutted that you can't actually play 2-player, because that just would have been like awesome. Let's have a look. No, I suck. I haven't got Rainbow Islands on there. Okay, sorry. Right, let's find another version of Rainbow Islands. So let's go over to OpenFPGA, and so I know the sound will go funny on the PC Engine CD. Cool. What other version of Rainbow Islands have we got? We haven't got the arcade one. So let's go computer. So this Amiga core should be getting released very, very soon, guys. Like, very, very soon. So I'm hoping it doesn't crash my OBS, because on the Mister it kind of goes funny with it. So let's see. When I load a game, it just crashes OBS. Yeah. Okay. So something's happened here. What do I need to do? Oh. Okay, I've got some weird button combos here now, which I know how to do on the Analogue Pocket. Okay, I've got to figure out what to press on my arcade stick. Whoopsie. Okay, so what a left back, right back. No. Okay, let me get out of this, because I'll have to work out the controls another time. What other Rainbow Islands have we got? Okay, so without using filters, I can probably find like a Game Boy version of it. So let's go handheld. There's a Game Boy Color version of it. I've never really played it before, but someone did actually mention it. So let's have a look. Okay, is it? Hopefully the American version is out. Oh, okay. Is it? Maybe it was only released in Europe, who knows? Ah, here we go, Rainbow Islands, right. Let's try out the Game Boy version. Yeah, Ben, always a pleasure. I'll try and do live streams, man, but you know what? It's so difficult to actually find time and to be able to live stream. It's easier for me to make content because I can like do a little bit of work on it. It's just, yeah, it's just tough getting a live stream. So I rate streamers because it's hard to keep a schedule. At least when I'm making videos, I just make it and I put it up there and it goes out and you can watch it when you want. Streaming's definitely, at least for me, it's difficult to manage just because of my family life and my work life. It's just tough. So I had a little bit of time. I kind of I told the wife I'll be done by it, but it took me ages setting it up because my capture card, I don't know what's funny. It just goes a bit funny sometimes and I'm messing about with that. But I told the wife I'll put the boys to bed around 8, but she said 8:15, but I said 8, so I'll find out. You might all of a sudden hear a voice in between. Okay, this has its charm. Okay, yeah, this is actually all right. The way the rainbows flash, they actually look like they're going to disappear. I wonder if the Game Boy can manage a double rainbow. Wow. Okay, the rainbow should have blocked that insect, but it just flew through there. Okay. Oh, wow, okay, sorry, I was looking at the chat expecting the treasure chest to come out. Okay, so there's a lot of cutbacks on this. Okay, I've got the chute. Oh, wow, that makes me too fast. Look how fast he is. Ah. Yeah, this is definitely a limited version of the game, but understandable. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I would have liked this on the Game Boy back in the day if I had it. Definitely. No, do you know what, Chris? My wife is just mad cool, man. Like, I spend a lot of time doing the YouTube stuff, and she's cool with it. I just make sure that, you know, whenever I've got like time off, I'll take her out. So tomorrow, I've actually got an interview with Pramod set for 11:30. So, oh, well, I've got double rainbow. Yes, I've got an interview set with Pramod at 11:30. That should last about an hour, hopefully. And after that, I'll take my wife out. I'll take her out to a restaurant of her choice, and she'll be happy, you know, for at least another week. So I won't get any harassment. I've got a lot of work on anyway. So, but yeah, that's the way. But she's cool, man. Like proper cool. Like, I make jokes sometimes that she's scary, which to be honest she can be sometimes. But generally, she's cool, man. Like, if she spent this much time on YouTube, I'd probably be like, "What are you doing?" You know. But yeah, it's good. She's good with it. Also, got to make sure I give enough time to my kids as well. So. It's like my daughter. My daughter's a teenager, so she's not really. We don't really do much stuff together now. You know, she's at that age. But the boys are like 7 and 9, and yeah, they're awesome, man. Like, end up taking them out. And the good thing about boys is when they watch cartoons and stuff, is cartoons that I can enjoy and watch as well. Whereas when my girl was watching stuff, it was just lame. I didn't enjoy any of it. Do you know what? Yeah, you know what, Chris? I'm not sure if I've actually completed Rainbow Islands. I don't think I have. The main machine I played it on was the Amiga. Oh wow, Chris, 19. Oh, you know what? When I hear of like people my age, like my mates that have got kids in their 20s, I kind of wish I started earlier, man. But I was I think I was holding out for too long. I should have got in there sooner, you know. Because yeah, I see like my friends and their kids are men, you know. And whereas like I'm an old guy now and my kids are young, so I get tired like when I'm out with them, man. So I always recommend to people, if you're gonna start a family, do it when you're young, man, and when you're older, they're all grown up. You've got less responsibility. I wonder if this actually has a triple rainbow. No, I want to see if I can get to the first boss, the spider, if that's still in here. Ah, ooh, thought something would get thrown at me there. Okay, hopefully we'll get the spider soon. The levels are definitely a little bit different to the normal version of Rainbow Islands. I'm actually really looking forward to yeah, I'm really looking forward to the arcade FPGA core whenever that comes. Yeah, no, so red potions are extra rainbows, yellow's really good. Like my favorite combo in this was yellow, the boots once. This is in a normal version, the Amiga version, or like, you know, the arcade version or something when I'm playing on emulation. But on the Amiga, it was definitely the yellow potion to speed up your rainbow. And I never liked the triple rainbow because you couldn't use as many combos. I found two rainbows with the yellow potion were good, and the speed boosts, the speed boosts, those were my favorite power. Oh, okay, so you can't get triple rainbow. 2's the maximum because I just grabbed another red potion. Ah. Okay, I ran into that. I really want to see the boss. Oh, Sandro Sensor, it was you that recommended me Rastan 3. Dude, Rastan 3 is amazing. Right, let's look. Well, to be honest, I don't know. There's no talk of like Rastan 3 or even Rastan 2. No one likes Rastan 2. Only I like Rastan 2. But yeah, I've not heard any talk or any plans or anyone with like the hardware showing it off saying they might do it. So Rastan 3, as far as I know, at least at the moment, is a big kind of no. But, you know, if something happens and I find out something, even if it's speculative, I'll always report it and say, look, this is speculation. But yeah, Rastan 3 is fantastic, man. Like, I can't believe I never heard of that game. Like, I was just surprised. But, you know, it's really nice finding games that you never heard of that are just awesome. It's like, you know, you're getting these games, and the games that you like now that have been out a long time are obviously games that are good, because there's some bad games that I like, and I only like them because I have nostalgia for them. But like, if there's a game now and I've never played it, and I play it and I like it, that means the game is good. Whoops. It's like some of the older games that come out, like people, like for example, there's some calls that come out. I'll cover them on the channel. I'll try and speak about them objectively, that okay, like I like, you know, I think this game looks good, it has this, but I don't have any love for it. And the reason I don't is because I never played it. So that nostalgia kick, I don't have it for that game. But whereas someone else, you know, they'll look at that game and they'll almost want to cry because, okay, we're at a spider now, because a lot of this stuff is memories, you know. It's like memories of a better time, and I think that's a big reason as to why a lot of us play a lot of these games. It just reminds us of maybe better times or different times in our lives. Ah, okay. Being impatient. All right, I'm gonna try something else. We saw the boss, guys. Anything you want to check? Okay, let's have a look. I am old enough. Oh, sorry to hear that, Chris, man. Sorry to hear that. I've got some friends in similar situations where the children develop something, and it must be very difficult, man. You know, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Fallen Crown. I don't know. You know. Zero, sorry, the Fallen Crown, I'm not sure. It may be. I'll try and keep up with the homebrew stuff. The recent one I was think it was Dragonborn or something. That's the one I was looking at. Rastan, all right, let's do Rastan. Okay, that's a good choice. Rastan is a great choice. Let's do Rastan. And is it arcade multi? Nope. Is it arcade? Here we go, Rastan. Okay. This game's tough, man. Like, I love it, but it's a tough game, man. Why didn't that? Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Let me just go back out. Here we go. Cool. Okay, sometimes I get mixed up with the buttons between like the Xbox and the buttons over here. Oh, you know, like BA reverse. It's one of them things I think a lot of people get confused about. Getting between, like, say you're getting between an Xbox and a Switch. So let's just make slash and jump. Okay, we're good. Again, so easy to change controls on this. The soundtrack for this is so good, man. Like this game, I have a lot of nostalgia attached to this. And the reason is, like, one of my friends, like, I had a friend, like, literally we hung out from the age of 1 because our mums knew each other. And like, the guy is like mad cool. And I remember, like, when we were teenagers, he told me one day, you've got to see this game, it's like amazing. And so we used to live in like kind of Finsbury Park, not too far from the park. And this was actually available in a place called Crouch End. There used to be a 7-Eleven there. And he also told me this shop sold these drinks called Slurpees. They had like a cola and an orange flavor. And I was like, okay. And you know what? We were kids and he had a bit of money. I didn't have money. So that day he took me over there. He bought me a Slurpee from the sludge machine or whatever it was called. Wow, that's a lot of bats. I should have put it on easy mode, man. Yeah, so he bought me a lot of Slurpees, like a Slurpee or sludge. He told me, you know, when you're kids and you're filling up from the machine, he was like, drink some at the machine and then we'll go and we'll pay it after. We'll fill it up and go. So we done that. We played Rastan in there. And like, he's a close friend of mine, man. And when we were like young, like in our kind of like late teens, early 20s, we went out and we partied a lot, man. We partied like a hell of a lot. The only thing is like, I'm like 45 now, and so is he. He's like a month younger than me or something, you know, same school year and everything. And he just hasn't stopped partying. And whenever we try and meet, the guy just always ghosts me, man. And I don't know why. It's because the guy still likes getting high all the time. He just gets high, and for that reason he doesn't want to meet. So I've just kind of given up. I message him once in a while, and it's just sad because, you know, when I play this game it reminds me of my friend. Ooh, okay, yeah, do you know what, I don't know if this is hard. I'm gonna go into the dip switches after and have a look at it. Let's see how far we can get on this. I really like this game for the different power-ups and everything you get. Right, I should have gone for a fire sword. Ah! See, this game, you need scan lines, you need the effects. Like, as much as I love it, like the vanilla way, it just doesn't look that good. I know for YouTube, it's best to have it vanilla, but when you're playing this game, like, run scan lines, or, you know, if you can play it on a CRT via a Mister or something, play on that. Wow. This is a good game, but this is one of those games that I love it, but it's too difficult. It's the same as Shadow Dancer. That's like one of my favorite games, but man, that game is it's just tough. I really hope we get like an FPGA core of Shadow Dancer. You know what, let me check the dip switches. Let's go in core settings. Is there any? No, okay, that's fine. Our difficulty, okay, let's go on easy. Okay, does that automatically reset? Oh, nice, it does. Right, let's see if we can make something. Right, okay, I'll have a look at Zero. I'll have a look at into Fallen Crown. Right, let's go Rastan easy mode, and I really hope this is easier. You know, that beginning part where Rastan drops down, it is just so epic. Like, wow, I love the intro. Whenever I do a video on it, I have to start it from, you know, the falling part. It just looks so good. Why more? Okay, really weird. Missing that kind of down jump for some reason. Did anyone actually play this on the Master System? This was really good on the Master System as well. Okay, so on the other modes, that skeleton kind of, oh wow. They got all my toes. So that skeleton gets you on where you're jumping over the water. He kind of, you meet him on those rocks. There was a guy in the arcade that was so good at this. Like, he just used to not die. Like, he was just very, very good at it. Yeah, so on the other difficulties, that skeleton approaches you here. Come forward. I just want to get to a checkpoint, so when I die and continue, I can go from there rather than the beginning. Yeah, I'll stick with a fire sword. Yeah, I really don't know how you dodge that boulder. I try and jump it, it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, this fire sword is good, man. Oh, and the fire's run out. Oh, okay. This mace is quite decent. The range on this is good. It's almost got as much range as Mariah Carey. Ah, see. How do I get past that? Okay, at least we're a little bit further in the game. We're not at the beginning again. I'm gonna have to like watch a 1 coin clear of this. Maybe on Tuesday when I'm at work. Oh man, that was just bad. And I missed the mace. Ooh, okay, wicked, made it. Like, this bit is tough. There's a fire bit here. I just can't pass it. Like, the ropes and the bats are just way too annoying. Okay, let's continue. Wicked. And hi 21, that's just joined, guys. Welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm actually having fun playing on the dock of the Analogue Pocket. It's actually very, very good. So I was thinking my capture card created some latency, but it really doesn't create that much latency. It's an Elgato, I think HD 60 Plus or something it's called. So it was actually the display it was outputting to. Since I got this new display, it does feel really, really good. Soundtrack for this game is just so good. Oh man, they chiefed me. Got like an Indiana Jonesy vibe to the soundtrack. Okay, I think this is where the jump comes and the walls start closing in. One. Can't do it the first time. And there's another rope. Okay, are we gonna... No! I tried. I'm playing this on a... So Chris, I'm playing this on a 27-inch screen. I've got a friend of mine, a guy called Harmonaz, like a Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike player. one of the guys I met on the original Xbox, and we used to go arcade a lot. I went to visit him yesterday, like, and while I was out there, it was funny because he needed an ultra wide monitor for work. I had an ultra wide monitor that I got from my work that I never used. So last time he was around my house, I was like, yeah, take it. And then when I was around his house, this was the monitor that he used to use. He doesn't use anymore, which kind of suited my needs. A 27-inch. It's one of those Asus monitors. It's only 1080p, but it's got 1 millisecond response time, and it's a big improvement. Before that, I was playing on like an old TV I had in my room, or like a HP monitor. The HP monitor I've got is good, but the input delay on it is like 12 milliseconds, I think. So, you know, almost the best part of a frame, 2/3 of a frame, where this is just, this monitor is just so much better. Oh, okay, you can attack on the rope. Okay, wow, done it. I just hate these bats. Okay, no more bats, please. Okay, that guy was actually attacking the other way. That was quite funny. Okay, have I got to jump up there? Oh, come on. I said no more bats. Okay, please. I don't want to do the fire jumps again. Okay, cool. Right. So like arcade games like Rastan, you can't brute force your way through them. You need, you know, you'll always go to a checkpoint. So you'll need a certain amount of skill to kind of get through the entire game. Okay, so maybe that water washes you down. Ooh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the time. And it's almost 8 o'clock, so this might be the last game. Just glad you guys, I just want to thank everyone that actually came by, man. Like, awesome. Really appreciate you guys here, man. And I appreciate all you guys on the channel. Just awesome speaking to you guys. I'll try and do some more live streams whenever I get a little bit of time where I can actually live stream. Oh, is it a boss fight now? Oh, wow. Okay. I got flying daggers around there. All right, okay. Please let me continue. Okay, cool. Wicked. Okay, that was easier than expected. Nice. Say you can't save the game. This is the furthest I've ever been on this game, man. In the arcade, there was always a rule. You never continued. You put your money in, you use your credit, and you got as far as you got. And when you played again, you started from the beginning. And the reason for that was because if you continued, you just started at a hard bit. So let's say, for example, you put your 20p in Rastan, and your game time would approximately last 5 minutes. If you're now continuing, you're only going to last a minute, 2 minutes maximum. So you just try and do the whole run again. I don't know if that was the rule everywhere else, but that was definitely the rule when we were kids around the arcade. It was like, no, you just never ever continued. Very, very rare that we ever continued anytime, anywhere. But guys, if you're after Rastan on the Analogue Pocket, this is a Patreon course. So I'll tell you guys, Patreon course is actually really good value. There's a lot of people that have got Patreons. But yeah, Ortega's one is really good value, man. It's cheap, and you do get a whole bunch of good games. And he's one of the guys that actually supports the Analogue Pocket really well. Whereas a lot of people, they kind of bring stuff over to the Mister, and hopefully some of it gets ported over to the Analogue Pocket. There's some people that do like bringing stuff over here to the Analogue Pocket, but Mister definitely gets the stuff first, or more of it. But guys, you know what? I'm going to end it there, because you know what, I want to be a good husband and I want to put the kids to bed. So guys, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll try and do more live streams as usual. I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.